Good afternoon. Please be seated. Hello, everyone. I'm Bruce Flanagan. I'm Dean of the Lundquist College of Business, and it is my distinct honor to be here to share this special moment with our graduates, their family and friends, and our faculty and staff. This marks the 10th anniversary celebration of this unique, hands-on elite master's program offered by our School of Business. I am amazed by the talent and diversity of our students and the wide range of prior occupational experiences, all united by their passion for the sport and outdoor industry. The University of Oregon and the Lundquist College of Business are extremely proud of the Sports Product Management program and its graduates. It embodies all the qualities that we aspire to as ducks. It pairs a strong blend of academic rigor with practical experience. It brings together a group of elite students with an amazing diversity of backgrounds. It's innovative and demands that its students take risks. It understands the value of collaborative teamwork, and it puts it at the core of your learning. And finally, it launches you into exciting and productive careers. While it's such a special day for our graduates and their family and friends, it is also very much an affirming event for myself, our faculty, and staff. Seeing your success inspires our continued work to deliver a world-class sport product management degree to future cohorts. And we're also excited to see you join a vibrant group of SPM alumni who we know will continue to be engaged in the program, our college, and the university. Once a duck, always a duck. So congratulations again, graduates. We are very proud of you and honored to be here today to celebrate your success. Let's give them a round of applause. And now is my pleasure to introduce the Vice President of UO Portland, Jane Gordon, to give a few remarks.
Thank you. Well, congratulations, graduates. It's a complete pleasure to be here to celebrate with you. You know, what a day. It really is a huge deal. Don't downplay it, be casual about it, truly appreciate it. So much work went into your reaching this moment. So kind of have fun today, too, okay? What a year. You were the first ones to break in our brand new innovation lab and other spaces on our campus. We appreciated your patience as we addressed campus launching challenges, some significant, like the heating and cooling in your lab. I'm very sorry. Your generosity of spirit sets a sturdy foundation and will be your legacy. And the way that you worked as a cohort, engaging with industry experts, attending educational and celebratory events, brought the UO school spirit to our new campus. Thank you. There will always be a place for you at the UO Portland campus and as a duck. I hope you feel pride in your time here and you embrace your new role as a UO alum. Why is this called a commencement ceremony? Commencing means to start. And after all, aren't we celebrating your final moments as master students? Uh-oh. It's called commencement as you are starting the next phase of your life. And I want to just suggest that as you look forward, this is also a time to look backward. Why? Some time ago, you chose this path, this completely unusual and distinctive field of study. What got you here? What experiences impacted your decision to contribute to the world this way? Do you remember what you wrote in your admissions application? Why did you want to dig into this work? Was it curiosity or passion? Was it responding to a roadblock or to a calling? It really is worth reflecting about the genesis of your embarking on this degree, as the experiences, role models, conversations, observations, whether in a state of comfort or discomfort that led you to SPM, are central to you and can provide sustaining guidance. Tapping into who you were before this past 18 months is critical. It will help you understand what's important as you integrate what you have learned in the SPM program. You may not know where this commencement, this beginning will lead you. I urge you to remain open and curious and let the path unfold as you walk. Reject the idea that you need to know to be certain, as your path may not be anything you can imagine. So I played a game with my young granddaughter in which we made up stories where each sentence starts with unfortunately, followed by a sentence that starts with fortunately. So I would drive her to school. I might say, a family was driving in their car, and unfortunately, a bear came through the window. And she would reply, fortunately, it was a very gentle bear who wanted to cuddle. And so it went. We made up story after story, some fantasy, some dealing with real-life problems. Unfortunately, she always wanted to be the one who started the sentences with fortunately, as she didn't want to be the bummer. Fortunately, I got to witness the amazing resilience and problem-solving skills of a 4-year-old as I threw one unfortunately scenario after another at her. This is your commencement, your beginning. Seek openness over certainty, the fortunately after every unfortunately, and celebrate your grand accomplishment.
Thank you, Bruce and Jane. Welcome, everyone, students, faculty, alumni, mentors, and industry partners. It's truly a pleasure to have you here with us today for the University of Oregon Lundquist College of Business Masters in Sports Product Management Class of 2025 Commencement. I'm Jennifer Nolfi, the director of the SPM program, and on behalf of our team, I'm honored to be with you here today. A special acknowledgement to our co-founders, Dr. Roger Best and Dr. Ellen Schmidt-Devlin, who without their entrepreneurial spirit and dedication, this program wouldn't exist. Roger noticed I did not say vision in that statement from a previous event. Also joining us on stage is Tristan Norbert, Associate Director of Student Experience, and Jeanette Robertson, VP of Product Merchandising at Under Armour, who we are thrilled to have as our commencement today. To our incredible faculty, thank you all for your expertise, passion, and support. And to the SPM team, you keep us running, and I'm forever grateful. But today isn't about us, it's about you. Your courage, resilience, leadership, and empathy have defined this journey. Today we celebrate not just the work you've done, but the impact you've already made and the difference you will continue to make. Can you believe it's been 18 months already? I remember the orientation, that slightly awkward moment of meeting new people, sizing up your teams, and wondering just what you'd signed up for. I also remember walking into the lab and seeing you sewing, painting, many of you for the first time, and let's be honest, it wasn't all beautiful. But what mattered was how you showed up for each other, figuring it out together. That's what this program is about, showing up, working together, problem solving, and learning as a team. To the friends, mentors, industry partners, and families who supported this class along the way, you may not have taken the exams or had the late-night project meetings, but your encouragement made a difference. We thank you. Over the past 2 weeks, we've had the privilege of seeing your hard work come to life through industry projects, capstone presentations, and duck talks. And one theme really stood out for me: relationships matter. Trust, communication, and collaboration aren't just corporate buzzwords. They are the foundation of leadership and innovation. You've seen firsthand how listening, empathy, and curiosity strengthen your work and your impact. You've also learned that resilience, confidence, and grit are key to overcoming challenges, that strength can be found in vulnerability, and perspective shapes the way we approach problems. You've seen the power of observation, the importance of self-care, and how passion and fun fuel creativity and drive. Most importantly, you've embraced gratitude and community, recognizing that no one succeeds alone. From day one, you've tackled ambiguity, rigorous coursework, team dynamics, networking, and time management. And then just to keep things interesting, we threw in an HVAC system that had a personality of its own, a campus move that tested your adaptability, the first post-COVID trip to Europe, and more. But through it all, you just didn't get through it. You thrived, you built trust, relied on your teammates, and showed up for one another. You embraced clear communication, listened with empathy, and learned that leadership isn't just about making decisions. It's about understanding the people around you. It's about being the change, finding the solutions, and lifting others up along the way. You're stepping into an industry that needs bold, innovative thinkers. The best teams, products, and careers are built on relationships and trust. You have the skills, mindset, and experience to make a difference, whether in design, development, sustainability, project management. Be the change. Lead with confidence. The industry is ready for you, and I have no doubt you will shape its future. Wherever you go next, whether it's launching a product, joining a team, or leading, remember, the best ideas come from taking risks and staying curious. Growth happens when you step outside your comfort zone. Success is built on trust, listening, and collaboration. Respect differences, seek to understand, and always support one another. And don't be strangers. You're such an important part of our community and the SPM family, and we are here for you always. Congratulations, class of 2025. We can't wait to see where your journey takes you next.
This program has unexpectedly turned me into an iPad kid. But hello, everyone. Thank you, Dean Blonigan, Vice President Gordon, and Director Nolfi. Thank you, SPM professors and our University of Oregon administration and staff. Esteemed guests, thank you so much for being here today. And especially to our friends and family who I know have traveled from near and far and internationally to be here. Your support means the world. And finally, thank you to my classmates who have given me this amazing honor for speaking on their behalf. My name is Jordan Lee, and I'm so thankful to all of you here for supporting me being up here on this stage. I want to take you all back, quick 18 months ago, our third day of SPM orientation. We'd all recently gathered in Portland, hailing from across the country, across the world, Taiwan, Indonesia, Thailand, Canada, so crazy places. Some of us, ex-athletes. Some of us, outdoor dirtbags. Some of us, sneakerheads. Some of us, recent college grads. Some of us, corporate burnouts. And even a grumpy old man who ran the local foot traffic running store. It was a real breakfast club of passionate people eager to start out on their journey in the sports and outdoors industry, and blind to the challenges that laid ahead to them, which immediately began as we realized that the last section of the day was not in fact an FAQ session, but our first consumer insights class with Steve Holdenberg. We dove right in though, and during that class, we were given some of the most important advice of our SPM career, and that is learn to tell a story. The hero's journey, to be exact. I'm sure all my classmates remember, but you out there also know this story. It's a familiar concept. You're introduced to a character who embarks on a journey where they encounter an unexpected challenge. They work with a mentor who gives them advice and often a tool to help them overcome the obstacles in their path. Finally, after honing their skills, they come face to face with their foe and become the hero of their own journey. This framework of character plus challenge plus mentor plus advice plus tool equals hero is not just for movies and books, though. It's also what we use every day to fuel our work creating sports and outdoors products for our hero, the athlete. Each of our teams' research, product design, marketing, and even supply chain have been entirely based and dependent on our ability to articulate the motivations, challenges, and emotional state of our athletes over and over again. And I've heard everyone here's presentation multiple times, so much so that I'm pretty certain I can recite any of theirs from heart. I'm not going to do that today, but if you want, you can go check them out online. They're pretty good. But even though we are obviously so product obsessed, so athlete obsessed, the athletes are not the hero of our story today. My classmates and I have also been on our own journey, navigating the highs and lows of grad school and carving out a place for ourselves in this industry. We've all shared experiences tackling the capstone project, using advice and skills honed during our classes, internships, and own professional development to finally go to market, or not with some products, with our SPM team brands. And we all deserve to celebrate the heroes we've become and appreciate the support of our friends and family that have helped us achieve the success. Thank you to every one of you. I don't know, I'm gonna give a moment, honestly, for our class to just thank our families and But the fact that we made it through the program is just an observation. a reading of the facts that we all knew would eventually happen over 18 months. Additionally, it would be naive to say that our experiences were universal as we all came to this program. We all have different expectations, skill sets, life experiences that dramatically shape the way that we view and interact with the world. In fact, the diversity of this class is one of the things I value most about the SPM program, and its confidence to build any student into a future leader in our industry. The insight, the deep, intuitive, non-obvious takeaway that we are now graduating, that we're gaining now graduating from this SPM program is this. Given the right knowledge and skills, anyone can tell a story. The question is how you're going to make that retelling your own. How might you take your unique viewpoint, relationships, and talents and tell a story unlike any other? Learn not just to tell your story, learn to own it. This isn't the first time you're hearing this advice, and it will not be the last time you're hearing this advice. As we all take our next step beyond SPM, don't forget to look back, see how far you've come, own your story, and become the hero of your own journey. Thank you.
Thank you. Family, friends, faculty, and the class of 2025. I'd like us all to take another step back, thank you, Jordan, to September 20th, 2023, our first day of orientation. It was a beautiful Portland day on NATO Parkway. The foyer and flat classroom were filled with excitement, nerves, and new shoes, marking the official start of our journey through the Sports Product Management Master's Program. That day, we met each other for the first time, drawing inspiration from our cohort's diverse backgrounds. We found friends who were always down to meet up outside of campus. We discovered gear fanatics whose knowledge about products rivaled those already working in the industry. And most importantly, we met a faculty member who would become a cornerstone of our experience. From day one, this faculty member was more than just an instructor. We found mentorship rooted in their tenured career. We found a willing coffee or beer companion, and we found one of the most passionate fans of a very specific Nike product. Fast forward to September 30th, 2024, our first day on the new campus. We were still excited, still nervous, and yes, still wearing new shoes, just this time from our trip to Vietnam and Japan. But something was different. This term, we no longer had the honor of spending one night a week listening to the trials and tribulations of one of Nike's best-selling product lines in the sportswear category. Still, this faculty member was there, cheering us on and continuing to invest in our success. Their motivation has always been clear, giving back. And every week, while they promise to give us our time back after running over in class the week before, we're still waiting on those few moments. But we know without a doubt we'll be forever indebted to this faculty member for their time, their knowledge, and their belief in us. In an email we all received from this faculty member, they shared that their goal is to get students industry ready, see them inspired to work in the sports and outdoor industries, and develop their personal growth. We sincerely hope we've helped you achieve that goal because you've played a huge part in helping us to achieve ours. And so it is with great honor that I ask the 2025 Faculty Award winner to join me up on stage, Mr. Nike Tech Fleece himself, John Notar.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I don't want to get stuck in your...
Thank you, and congratulations, class of 25. I just encourage all of you as you go out into the industry, and you are industry ready, is to have courage, express your point of view, and aim high in your pursuits. And come back and see us. Thank you.
Right there. Hello, fellow graduates, esteemed faculty,
families, and of course, our celebrity instructor, Greg Hoffman. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here today since he's promoting his book halfway across the world, a book that rivals the Bible and The Secret in language translations. But I digress. I'm incredibly humbled and honored to stand before you today as we celebrate this milestone together. And I want to take a moment to sincerely thank each and every one of you for being here and for supporting us along the way. It feels like just yesterday, we all walked into NATO for orientation, a room full of strangers from all over the world, unsure of what lay ahead. It was a little daunting at first, but if there's one way to survive a week-long orientation, it's by embracing the unknown and by talking to strangers. As I reflect on that moment, I find it remarkable that 45 individuals, each with unique backgrounds, were brought together by a single unshakable force: passion. Now, what exactly is passion? Well, according to ChatGPT, your favorite AI assistants who help you with everything from research papers to debating whether Crocs are a fashion statement, passion is an unstoppable inner force that fuels curiosity, creativity, and perseverance, even when faced with challenges. Passion can take many forms. It's Nicole's passion for telemark skiing, Devia's passion for safety, Yasha's passion for her Eddie Bauer internship, Peyton's passions for Starbucks, and John's passion for including a certain four-letter word in every sentence. And to be honest, I think I share that passion too, but I like to add a little Spanglish to it. But in all seriousness, what unites us wasn't just our love for sports or the outdoors. It was a deeper drive, a desire to not just be part of this industry, but to push it forward, to challenge the norms, and to leave it better than when we found it. Over the past 18 months, I've seen that passion ignite in every classroom discussion, in every critique of our favorite brands, in every debate about sustainability, on what is intentional and what is just a gimmick. I've seen it fuel 8 incredible team projects, each one a testament to our creativity, our dedication, and our collective vision for the future. There's a reason why such a diverse group of thinkers, innovators, and leaders came together on September 2023. We weren't just here to earn a degree. We were here to build something greater, to shape the industry with our ideas, our perspectives, and our unwavering commitment to disrupting the status quo. A quote that has always resonated with me is from the late Virgil Abloh. Everything I do is for the 17-year-old version of myself. And as this day approached, I found myself thinking about that younger version of me, the expectations I had, the dreams I had, and the biggest goal of all, to make a living doing what I love. Standing here today, I can say with confidence that this journey, this program, and the people in this room have set me, and all of us, on this path to achieving exactly that. So to my fellow graduates, I leave you with this. Keep that flame of passion burning. Let it guide you, not just in the good times, but especially in the difficult ones. Because that fire, that drive, is what will propel you towards your dreams and beyond. And always remember, everything you do is for the 17-year-old version of yourself. So congratulations, class of 2025. Let's go change the game. And thank you. And now we'll be showcasing a montage of your very own class of 2025 made by the amazing Bella Quo. Enjoy.
7. Don't go too far apart. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I help you at the time of your life.
Great American bar scene.
I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. And then the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He told me.
How to eat like this.
Wow!
Yummy. Hi everyone, still remember me. Congratulations on your graduation.
Hi everyone, just wanted to hop on and say congrats on graduating. I'm so excited for all of you. Really glad that I got to know you in my time at University of Oregon, and if any of you ever end up in Boston, please reach out. Congrats and good luck, guys.
Hey guys, it's Jake. I just wanted to say congratulations to you all on this graduation day. You know, I'm so proud of the work all of you put in over these past 18 months, and it was a pleasure to get to know all of you, whether it's from the tiered classroom or some late night walks through Paris. We've had so much fun. I know that whatever brand you all end up after this, you're gonna be able to make some great product for some great people because you're so driven and kind and compassionate. I'm so excited to see where you all end up, and I hope one day I get to work alongside all of you. But I know for a fact that you'll be some of my great friends for a very long time. Can't wait to see you soon, and once again, congratulations.
Wake up and I stay up 'cause I'm stronger days up and I get out of my way. I just wanna shine like the sun when it comes up. Gonna sing it from the rooftops. 'Cause today's gonna be my day. I just wanna climb to the top of a mountain. Stand tall when I'm howling. 'Cause today's gonna be my day.
That's going to be really hard to follow up. But it is my distinct honor to introduce Dr. Roger Best, a visionary in the field of marketing and the esteemed namesake of the Roger Best Innovation Award. With a career spanning over 25 years, he has made significant contributions to marketing, education, and has consulted with leading companies such as 3M, Agilent, General Electric, Hewlett-Packard, DuPont, Eastman Kodak, and Tektronix. He served as a professor of marketing at the University of Oregon, as well as one of the co-founders of the University of Oregon Sports Product Management Program, where he has inspired countless students with his passion for the subject and commitment to fostering innovation. Dr. Best's career is testament to the transformative power of innovative thinking, and dedication to excellence. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Roger Best.
Well, thank you very much. This is a great honor. I'd like to just say a few words about innovation. It's the backbone of this program. Knowledge without application really is a lost opportunity to learn. You never really learn completely until you put the learning to application. And our program, one of the things I'm most proud of is all of our students have experienced all of the challenges that go with creating a product. Let me just back up a little bit. Think about this for a second, those of you who are visiting. Each of these students arrived on campus, and we put them into a very uncomfortable group on the fifth day of their time here. In every way possible, their team was different than themselves, whether it was in background, education, ethnicity, gender, whatever. If they felt uncomfortable before, they really felt uncomfortable now. And we said, there's no problem with that. You'll get to know each other. But the task is really get out a piece of paper and create a new product. And that's where the whole process starts. And in their journey, what they were able to do is find something they were passionate about, a consumer problem that was unsolved or could be improved. And from there, conceptualize, along with consumer insights, how they might tackle that problem through design, prototyping, material specification, and eventually the complete building of a factory prototype in Asia. So it's that experience, I think, that is unique to this program and stands out as probably one of the centerpieces of how we learn. Today I have the honor of identifying one of the teams that was selected by the faculty to be recognized with the Robin and Roger Best Innovation Award. And I would like to call out Team Joe for that honor. So if you could join us on this tape. And while they're coming up here, everybody knows it was an innovative commuter backpack that allowed professionals to get to work without a sweaty back. So congratulations, Team Joe. Thank you. Thank you so much. Way to go.
All right. Okay, good afternoon, esteemed faculty, honored guests, friends, family, and my incredible fellow graduates of the University of Oregon Sports Product Management Program. I am humbled by this opportunity to speak to you today as I look back on all the amazing adventures we have shared. I'm grateful for the words of Juan and Jordan, who have reflected on our individual passions and stories to remind us how we started and who we are. For many of us, including myself, entering this program was the first step to accomplishing a dream to be in the sports product industry. Our passion for sport, the outdoors, shoes, creating cool products, and helping people live better, healthier lives was so strong that we came into this program wanting to turn it into a career. 18 months have flown by, and this graduation day that was once just a dream is now our reality. And that's what I want to talk about today. what it actually means to live the dream in every moment and every day. As has been mentioned, we brought different backgrounds, cultures, perspectives, and experiences into this program to learn and grow into this industry together. We ventured out for internships, networked, worked in product teams, traveled to Europe and Asia, gave countless presentations, worked hard in the lab, collaborated with global industry experts, and went from classmates to teammates and even to friends. We even collectively hated on the free sandwiches and pizza, which, hot take, I really enjoyed. Even through all of the last-minute deadlines and late-night group calls, we remain optimistic because we know we have much to offer. We believe in an industry that is not only better with us in it, but better because of us. Having hopes and ambitions and actually achieving them is tough. Our idea of what it would look like before we started, during the program, and what it will be like after has likely changed many times. The dream does not always look the same in hindsight. I understand it's hard to feel like you are living the dream if you have not yet found a job or if you're not set on where to go from here. In these seconds of uncertainty, we have a duty to remind ourselves that the dream can be a moment. That hour you gave a great presentation, the 10 minutes a recruiter gives you to share your story, the look on a customer's face when they discover a product you created or worked on, or even just a brief moment you felt like a kid again, doing something you loved. How you frame your thinking towards your dream matters. This process of reframing is how we find the dream in every moment. Living the dream is actually just compiling these small moments and stacking these wins. Do what it takes now to live with gratitude for these moments and to strive to live the dream tomorrow, in a month, and in the years to come. Some of us are better at dreaming than others. Tyreek, Jalen, Peyton, Alvin, and myself have all been caught dreaming with heavy eyes in class. Sorry to our professors if you saw us nodding off. It was nothing personal. Tomorrow we start the next chapter. I challenge you, my fellow graduates, and everyone here today, to not only live the dream, but to also live for the dream. Keep working towards that goal. Never let the ambition slow down, but allow the moments along the way to be part of it all. The path can and will be difficult, but there is beauty in hard work and determination. There is no better example of this than the respected and highly acclaimed careers of our amazing faculty. To our professors, your encouragement, sacrifices, and wisdom have propelled us towards success. We want to thank you for your unwavering patience towards us. It has been the most amazing opportunity to learn from you and to even be in the same room as industry giants. We also want to thank the friends and family who have cheered us on. We thank you all for supporting us and believing in us. As we leave here today, I know we will all appreciate the dream as we work to achieve it. There will be a day when you realize what once seemed impossible has now become possible in your life. You'll wake up and realize that you are living the dream. You get there, give back. Remind others what it means to live the dream. Mentor others to help them see what is possible in their lives. Congratulations to each and every one of us. I hope we'll always treasure the words shared today, and that each of us leave here feeling inspired to fuel the passion, own our stories, and live the dream every day. Thank you, and best of luck to the class of 2025.
I don't know if you noticed, I am just a little bit shorter than Andy, so I have to change the mic around a little bit. Thank you everyone for coming today, whether you're in person and online, and thank you to my classmates for a wonderful 18 months. Entrepreneur. This is a word we hear a lot in the program, almost as much as the perfect mix of art and science. Normally, it's a word we use centered around an individual, but the best entrepreneurs know they can't do it on their own or just with LivePlan. We've had Jobs and Wozniak, Hewlett and Packard, and my personal favorite, Ben & Jerry. These successful entrepreneurs understand the team mentality, something we've been subjected to over the last 18 months. In the first week of term one, before we knew anything about our teammates besides their names, We were asked to select a topic to spend the next 18 months on. This decision was a great way for us to learn what we were each passionate about, even if you ended up as one of the teams that decided to switch your topic the week before our first gut check. Some teams picked a topic that was based in their communal passions, and some surveyed the industry to find that white space to create something brand new for the consumers. This team did the latter, finding a space that was rising in popularity to capitalize on. Henry Ford said, "If I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses." And as students of SPM, I hope we know by now that the consumer comes first. This team took the time to figure out the biggest issues that their consumers faced, even if those consumers didn't see it as an issue, and created a shoe that helped them break without breaking as easily. I have seen the hard work put into this team through being able to live with one of their members, and I'm so grateful to be able to recognize Team 1 as the winners of the Nancy and Dave Petrone Entrepreneurship Award. Please kangaroo hop your way up to the stage to accept it.
Speech. Yeah.
Okay, this is what happens when you grow old. You have to wear glasses even with font 16 letters, okay? All right, so today I have the incredible honor of introducing an award that is deeply meaningful to, I'm sure, many of us, both in the industry and in this program. An award that celebrates passion, perseverance, and mentorship, qualities that define Ellen Schmidt-Devlin. Ellen has been more than a leader in the sports product industry. She has been a catalyst for change, a mentor, and a source of inspiration for so many, including myself. From her decades of experience at Nike to co-founding this program, she has dedicated her life to shaping the next generation of industry leaders. But beyond her professional achievements, what truly sets her apart is the way she lifts others up, encouraging them to dream bigger, push further, and believe in their potential. And in recognition of this extraordinary impact, I'm proud to introduce, for the very first time, the Ellen Schmidt-Devlin Inspiration Award, an award that will honor individuals who embody Ellen's relentless drive, generosity, and deep commitment to empowering others. Ellen, your legacy isn't just in the programs that you've built, but also in the careers and the lives that you've touched and influenced. And it's in the countless people for which inspiration you have continued to provide. So this award is a tribute to you and the lasting impact that you've made on all of us. So I'd like to call Ellen to the stage to award this next one.
Wow, talk about inspiration. I'm inspired by all of you. I'm inspired by the speakers that you chose. We learned today that, and I would agree with this, I got a chance to teach you the first term, that the industry will be better because all of you are going to be in it. And Andy helped us see that, so thank you, Andy. Juan helped us understand that you came here as builders. And Roger reminded you of all the things, and Jennifer reminded you of all the things that you had a chance to build while you were with us. And I look forward to watching you build this industry to be more sustainable, more global, more inclusive, more innovative. And then Jordan reminded us, this is really about family. That you made a family here. You are a family. Your teams are family. You are part of the SPM family. And today we celebrate family with all of you, all of the families that came here today, the ones that you were born into and those that you have adopted over time. And I think that those of you that don't know, the students know this, I retired, if Ellen can retire, in October. And I've had a chance to spend more time with my family. And so my daughter is in the State Department, and she is posted in El Salvador. And I have a granddaughter, like Jane was talking about our grandchildren, or her grandchildren. My granddaughter is 7 years old. And so my daughter's in the State Department, and as a federal worker, a lot of things have been going on with her. And she came home one night, and my granddaughter asked her, "How did your day go today?" And my daughter thought, well, it's important for her to understand, kind of how to work. How do you work? So she said, today we had a meeting, and everybody went around the table, and they talked about what they were working on. And so my granddaughter said, oh, wow. Was anybody working on kindness? When I think about inspiration, when I think about the power that all of you have, and everything that we've taught you, the hard skills and the soft skills, it all gets back to that, doesn't it? How kind we can be to each other. I don't think I would have had a 27-year career at Nike if I wouldn't have been kind to Bill Bowerman when he asked me if I would test shoes for Nike. Pretty sure we wouldn't have an SPM program unless Roger and I figured out a way to be kind to each other. And the first recipient of this award, I think you will all agree, she's inspirational, but she's also incredibly kind. So the first recipient of this award, I'm very proud to say that her kindness and her commitment to the SPM family is the reason that she's receiving this award. As I start talking about her, I think the students will pretty quickly know who I'm talking about. First of all, they know it's a woman, right? She was instrumental in starting the Sports Product Management Portland Student Council. She is the SPM representative on U of O's Portland Student Council. She started something called Silly Ski Wednesday, teaching her classmates how to ski. Now, I need to learn how to ski, so I'm going to talk to her after this. And just really overall, an incredible kindness and positive attitude is what she has brought to this cohort. Unbelievably supportive of her teammates and her classmates. So, Nicole, I'd like you to come up and join me. Nicole is a very first honoree of the Dr. Ellen Schmidt-Devlin Inspiration Award, and I'm inspired by her, and I know all of you are as well. So congratulations.
Thank you, everybody. It's been an honor to be a part of the class of 2025. Wow. My dad and my brother out there, and I guess everyone who was there for Duck Talks on Thursday, know I'm a crier, so sorry. But if anyone ever wants to silly ski or do any sort of activity where you need some support and some glitter, as we also learned on Thursday, I'm happy to be a part of it, and I'm happy to be the first recipient of this award. Thank you so much, Ellen, for your inspiration. Thank you, Tristan, for helping me to start SPM Student Council. Thank you, Alexa, for helping me do Silly Ski Wednesday. And thank you to all of my teammates at Radical Outdoors for helping us make that project a success. Thank you, everybody.
So I have the honor of introducing Shelley Gourlay, the very first employee of the Sports Product Management Program and the former director who played a pivotal role in shaping SPM into what it is today. Like many of us, Shelley's journey with SPM began with one of Ellen's infamous coffees, a conversation that led to her leadership and invaluable contributions in building the program's foundation. Her dedication, vision, and passion have left a lasting impact on our students, alumni, and industry partners. We are deeply grateful for everything she has done to make SPM a success, and it is a privilege for me to follow in her footsteps. I'm delighted to invite Shelley up to introduce our award winner.
I have to tell you graduates, that it is a weird experience for me to be up here and not know all of you individually. So, but it's an honor to be here to also give an award. And this award, which was actually created in my name, which I find extremely embarrassing, but okay, is really about honoring a member of the staff. Because, as you know, none of this would happen if there weren't people making sure that the program was filled with the students and weren't the events that happen. It's an important group of people that do a lot of work for you. So I like to save the best part for last, so that's where the name's going to come in. We'll see if you can figure out who I'm talking about. This person is being appreciated for being a wonderful member of the team and making the team successful. And this person's work really shines a light on everything the program does. So I'm going to give you a bunch of descriptive words about this person, and it's about qualities. So let's see if you can guess, but I will tell you at the end who it is. This person is supremely professional, knowledgeable, innovative, very hardworking, creative, extremely intelligent, resourceful, generous, kind, quietly confident, and very loyal. This person is the one and only Francine Haddon. I am happy to say I hired this woman, and she has made more impact on this program than any of us could have imagined. So, congratulations.
All right. Do you want to say something? No, just thank you very much. And I wanted to wish the class of 2025 congratulations. Can't wait to see you in the industry. So.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. Our next award is the Karsten Tyndall Leadership Award. This award is given to a student who has exemplified leadership throughout the program. I never knew Karsten, so I reached out to someone who did to learn a little bit more about him and the significance of this award. Thank you, Ellen, for taking my call, even while you were in El Salvador. Karsten, or KT, was a student in the program who tragically passed away in a car accident in 2018.
At the time, he was midway through the SPM program and was in his hometown of Eugene, where he was doing an internship. From my conversation with Ellen, I learned that he was someone who was committed. Once he was in, he was 100% in. When he joined the program, he found his people, and he had a way of making everyone else feel that they belonged too. He was confident, yet he never made things about himself. Family is something that was incredibly important to him, and this carried over into his relationships with his SPM team and classmates. Because of the belonging that KT found within the SPM community, and in response to his passing, the Tyndale family joined the fabric of SPM and created a generous endowment to help create discretionary funding for the program. This is used for a scholarship. It was also used to fund our trip to Bend, and will be used to fund the trip to Seattle for the 2026 cohort. Through this amazing partnership with the Tyndale family, SPM is able to run an excellent program. Carson's family, including his father JT, his mother Linda, and his sister Sabrina, traditionally attend graduation or create a video to announce the winner of this award. Unfortunately, this year they really wanted to be here, but due to some injuries sustained during a skiing accident by JT, they are unable to attend. So I will be announcing the recipient of the award instead. This award is given to a student voted for by their peers for representing the 5 KT qualities, which are 1, an athlete, 2, someone who's authentic, 3, someone who is collaborative, 4, someone who is curious, and 5, someone who is incredibly generous. And I can tell you that this individual exemplifies all of these traits to the T. I have seen this individual drive their team to perform above and beyond throughout the program, always taking things to the next level. They are unabashedly themselves at all times and bring fun and direction to all those around them. They are inclusive of others and are kind to everyone. Many of the students will know they were always posting things within the chat, inviting people to come and participate. They were somebody that you could look to for direction or order. I think this is throughout everyone in the program can say this. And when asked why this individual deserved award, one of their teammates said, "They are a friend to everyone and are someone you can turn to and trust with just about anything, whether that be advice, collaboration, or just somebody that you need to go on a run with. They are quick to make you laugh and are one of the smartest and most curious people. They have been the keystone of our team and have helped us, all of us, to push the limits of our potential." So without further ado, this year's recipient of the Carson Tyndall Leadership Award is Jordan Lee.
Thanks, guys. I don't have anything else to say.
Shoes might be a little bit too big, but anyways. Also, I just want to say congratulations to my teammate once again. Great job, Jordan. You've been a cornerstone of our class. All right, cool. Cool up here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud family members, friends, mentors, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. My name is Jalen Niles. It is a huge honor to be standing here today and to be a part of this amazing SPM 2025 class. Today marks a momentous occasion in our journeys, a culmination of hard work, countless team meetings, hours creating decks, world travel, and more. As we all gather here to celebrate this significant milestone today, my question to you all is, what brought you to this moment? For me, it was curiosity. I came to this program from the world of banking. It wasn't my favorite thing to do, but I went to work every day, clocked in 9 to 5. And then I found myself getting to a point where I was like, I need something more. For me, that more was SPM. I found about the program through SPM class of 2022 alum Kalechi Okorama. I hope I said that right. I know he's watching. And yeah, so when I found out about the program, I was like, okay, maybe I can do this. But I sat on it for about a year. And then I thought to myself, hey, let me get out there and do this. And what led me to do it was this one question I asked myself. Why do you always find an issue with your basketball shoes? This was something my father, who's sitting right over here, used to ask me all the time in our driveway. He used to ask me all the time in our driveway about why I always found an issue. So I thought to myself, why not be a part of the solution? Why not go out there and create product for a young kid who's out there trying to chase their dreams? So curiosity is what brought me here. Curiosity and the passion for sport is what guided me to this very moment and what put me in front of you all today. Curiosity is what makes me want to create great product for the next generation of athletes. So after hearing about my journey here, and my journey a small way parallels to the story of today's keynote speaker, a story of a shift in industry, a story of staying authentic to oneself, and a story of staying curious along her journey. Born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, Jeanette's journey in the industry has been fueled by a passion for sneakers, sport culture, solving consumer problems, and business leadership. Over her 13-year tenure at Under Armour, she has played a pivotal role in bringing products to life through merchandising strategy, product creation, and go-to-market execution, working at the intersection of consumer insights, brand positioning, and commercial success. Jeanette is a champion for talent development and culture building. She has leadership roles in resource groups, driving diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, and is a mentor for the next generation of product leaders and industry innovators. Outside of work, Jeanette is deeply committed to community service, focusing on supporting unhoused and underserved communities and empowering young adults through mentorship and outreach programs. She's also a proud mom of 2 teenagers, Riley and Lila. I can go on and on about how wonderful she is, but who better to tell her story but herself? It is my honor and privilege to introduce to you the Senior Vice President and General Manager of Training and Golf at Under Armour, Jeanette Robertson.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Proud friends, family, mentors, faculty, staff, and those joining us via live stream. But most importantly, the class of 2025. Congratulations. Thank you, Jalen, for such a wonderful introduction. It's been so much fun getting to know you and to share our stories. It's funny how paths that seem so different often are very much the same. I also want to take a moment to recognize my son, who's here with me in the audience, 15-year-old Riley, who has lived with his mother, who has stopped at every sneaker shop, looked at everybody's feet in the stores, on the subway, in the airport, and he's often wondered, what is this woman doing? But today, I'm excited for him to be here, to be inspired by all of you, and to see that the things that his mother has been talking about, truly there are other people in this community as passionate about it as well. It is no mistake that I have the honor to be here today. I had the opportunity a long time ago, before the program started, to take part in a merchandising and storytelling workshop, and I had the opportunity to meet Ellen. And I said to myself, I believe this is genius. To be able to be around industry experts, guest speakers, and other colleagues who share the same passion for sport, for consumer insights, and problem solving. I made it a note that I wanted to stay committed to this community and to be a part, even if I couldn't participate in the program. I love when our student program participants visit our campus at Under Armour and we get to meet with them and with many of our alumni. The brilliant minds that you guys have is unmatched. And when your colleagues say that you are ready for the industry, the question is the industry ready for you? Today, as you've heard, is not the end. It is more than a celebratory ceremony. It is a milestone, yes, but not the finish line. It is the continuation of your courage, your curiosity, and your perseverance. It is no mistake that there is consistency in the message you're hearing today. You have made to yourself a commitment, not only through your time, your investment, your thoughts, your innovative beliefs, as well as your understanding and desire to be in this industry. You will never walk alone. You've heard that from the previous speakers. You have each other, the previous alum, those to come after you, and the community at the University of Oregon. But most importantly, the journey that you're going to continue with those in the companies that you're going to join. The dedicated faculty and staff that have come to participate and to guide you, the guest speakers, the industry experts, all of those individuals make up your network. The value of the relationships that you've made are unmatched. What you've started here will carry forward in ways that you cannot yet imagine. You have had the rare opportunity that most college and university students and graduates wish they had. Learning from industry experts who not only speak about the information in textbooks, but have actually lived through what they're talking about. That is the most invaluable experience that one could ask for. Do not underestimate the power of those relationships. The gift that you've been given, the hands-on experiences that you've had, the fun that I saw through those videos, the travel that you've been able to do together, all of this emulates what is going to happen when you step through those doors. I'd like to take a few moments just to reflect and share a little bit of my own story. Like many of you, I can remember the first pair of sneakers that I absolutely fell in love with. For me, growing up in Brooklyn, street culture, sneaker culture was the thing. There were a pair of sneakers that I just really had to have. And in this case, it was the Jordan 6. You'll ask me what color. It was all of them, but I definitely needed the infrareds. And I said to my mom, I wanted these sneakers, and she said, okay. So we went to Kings Plaza Mall. Anybody from Brooklyn knows the Kings Plaza Mall. And I was so excited to show her the sneakers that I wanted. We walked past Kids Foot Locker. I was a little confused, and we walked into Lady Foot Locker, where they did not have Jordans on the wall. Instead of the Jordans, my mom picked up a pair of British Knights and said, these look great, and they're in budget. What do you think? Now, if you grew up with a Jamaican mom or any Caribbean parent, you know that that was not actually a question. That was more of a directive. Needless to say, we walked out with the British Knights, and we continued on our way. And that was the last time I asked my mother to buy me a pair of sneakers, and it lit a fire under me to get a summer job. Fast forward to 2003. After graduate school, my career ambitions pivoted, like many of yours. It was in a way that I had never predicted. I was confident that this master's in org psych was the path I wanted. I landed at Reebok in HR, and 6 months in, I realized that was not where I belonged. Cue the panic. My student loans and this realization did not match. But there was a lesson. When life doesn't match your plans, that's not failure. That's a pivot. I realized that my lessons in my academic journey was not lost because, like many of you, we had transferable skills that we can apply to that pivot. I believe that I could use my consumer psychology and leadership development, group dynamics, the list goes on. And I encourage all of you to think about that. What was the foundation of your previous experience and academic journey that you're going to transfer into these new roles? These skills help me navigate the complexities of this industry and that were just as valuable as any technical skill. So my mentor at Reebok gave me a shot to try working in footwear. And I had no idea what I was stepping into. Unlike you, I didn't have this great experience, and I was going in blind. I started as an assistant product line manager. Until to this day, I will say that was the best experience I've ever had. Having the opportunity to work with designers and pick colors and materials, focus groups, travel to factories, understand the development process, think about the margins and the FOBs and the go-to-market process and all of those things that were going to help us make successful products was a dream that I didn't even know I had. I didn't grow up playing organized sports, but what I learned was that sport culture and what it does to unite different backgrounds and people was what I was passionate about. I was passionate about identifying solutions, whether that was to someone picking a sneaker that they were very passionate about or solving a problem for an athlete in a moment that they didn't even know they had. The girl who once left the mall with the British Knights was now helping to create a dream sneaker that kids around the world were now going to beg their parents for. And that couldn't have come any easier or as much fun as it did. 20-something years later, I wouldn't trade that pivot or path for anything. But let me be honest. Did I leave Columbia University expecting a six-figure salary immediately? Yes. Did I explain to my family and friends exactly what I did for a living consistently, and they were still confused? All the time. Did people question my choices? Absolutely. And did I have to take many steps forward, many steps back, and many zigs and zags? I sure did. And I say all of that to remind you, you have already demonstrated courage, passion, and eagerness to pivot. And hey, if you're still figuring it out, you're in good company. That will not end today. These are skills that you will, as you move on towards your North Star career progression, continue to leverage. And guess what? That North Star is going to continue to shift as well. You're going to continue to grow and learn. Along that journey, embrace the discomfort. That's where growth lives. When you hear no, let that fuel your determination to execute. What you've learned here is a jumpstart that many of us in the industry never had. Be grateful for that opportunity and let it inspire you to make the most of it. I've had the privilege of working along many alum from this program, and let me tell you that you guys are ready to soar. Any brand that you join will see your preparation, your perspective, and the potential from the moment that you walk through their doors. Move with confidence and drive change. Let your voice be heard. This industry needs you. And when you do speak up, don't be surprised if you inspire the future product line of that brand. What have I learned that I hope that you carry with you? Stay true to who you are. Be authentic. Stay curious. That's the fun part of this industry. Consumers never stay the same. And as we get to anticipate what's next, it keeps us on our toes. Build relationships. Look to the left and the right of you. No, really look to the left and the right of you. This is your network. Many times I have alum and students reach out and say, I'm trying to network. And I say to them, you already are networking and building your relationships. Don't focus on who you don't know. Focus on who you know. Leverage each other along the way. You will have moments of failure. That is going to happen. And that's a good thing. Fail fast and keep moving. If you're not failing, you're not pushing hard enough. And above all else, have fun. Enjoy the journey and don't forget to laugh along the way. People often say to me that I'm laughing most of the day and cracking lots of jokes. And don't get me wrong, I take what we do extremely serious. But if I'm not laughing, that means that we're doing the wrong thing. I believe this program is a lightning in a bottle. And I'm incredibly honored to be here with you today to get to know many of you and to celebrate all the hard work and challenges that you've overcome. Before I close, I just want to share one more story. I remember the first time I saw a sneaker that I worked on, out in the wild, as I like to call it. I was walking through the airport, and a pair of sneakers that I'd worked on with my pod was on a kid's foot. And I knew they bought it because it made it to market, and the account had bought it. And I was trying to take a picture without being a weirdo. But that moment reminded me that what we do is create emotions from people, create joy and pride far beyond the product specs, the pod meetings, the marketing plans, and figuring out how it's going to go to market. It solidified that every career decision I'd made was the right one. And I hope for all of you, the experience will be the same. You will get to see the impact of your work out in the wilds. You'll sit before buyers and convince them to buy your products. You'll convince your internal pod to hit their margins. And you'll work with your marketing partners to figure out how they're going to help you tell the story. And all of that work comes to a point where you get to see it sell through. Take the time to relish in this journey. Enjoy it. Stay connected. You've made the right choice. Our industry needs you. And again, congratulations, class of 2025. Let's go. And remember to stay true, authentic, and always bring joy to what you do. I can't wait to see what you create next. Congratulations.
To the end, that would be greatly appreciated. Adrian Taruli Alawarga. Andrew Isaac Anderson. Peyton Davis Anderson. Devin Chandler Boyce. Alexa Marie Cardosa. Nicole Patricia Caton. Yi Wei Chang. Emily Cook. Angelo DeMonte Cromwell. Elizabeth Maeve Cunningham. Kimmy Dahl. Caitlin Tui Dang. Tiffany Dang. Brady Wyatt Dunn. Jordan Leipzig Edmond. Frederick Michael Fitzer. Skylar Henry Gilbride. Claire Elizabeth Grundig. Olin Cheney Hansen. Carl Hines. Yasha Herlihy. Alyssa Rose Marie Hughes. Kyle Daniel Keenan. Drew Kalen Kaiser. Bella Gould. Juan Diego Lastra Enixie. Jordan Giverts Lee. Henry Liu. Min Hua Lo. Christopher Bradley McDonald. Tyreek Marshall. Tanner Hiroshige Matsushita. Riley Kate Newborn. Jalen Niles. Torval Pache. Devya Rakesh Thakur Patel. Christian Patrick Pendleton. Joshua Reich. Zachary John Sandwick. Elias Trimber. Keith Douglas White II. Families, let's give the class of 2025 a big round of applause.
Congratulations. How do you all feel? Good? Yeah. Thank you for your dedication to excellence, class of 2025, both in yourselves and the support you've shown each other in the industry. I also want to acknowledge the families, friends, faculty, staff, mentors, and industry partners who have supported you along the way. We could not do this without you. I also want to thank our speakers, Jeanette, our Dean, Bruce, and Vice President, Jane, for being here today, and for all the amazing speakers we had from your class of 2025. You are all so inspiring, and we are so proud of you. So, a special thank you also to the SPM team who made this possible with all their hard work, dedication, not only today, but also supporting our students throughout your journey. Your passion and commitment help shape the future of this program. Graduates, please rise. Please turn around. It is my honor to present the Masters in Sports Product Management Class of 2025.
hello, hello. If guests could grab some champagne if you would like, we're going to have an alumni champagne toast here in just a couple of minutes.